Good morning my dear students, welcome you all back to social class. We are dealing with the natural vegetation chapter. Yes. So today we are going to see the different vegetation, types of vegetation that is existing. If you look into your book, you can find in the previous class itself I have told you what are the vegetation that are available, and now in this video we are going to see about the tropical evergreen forest. So you can find this tropical evergreen forest is the forest which receives high rainfall. Heavy rainfall will be received by this vegetation, and these vegetations are present in the Western Ghats. So we have no Western Ghats in the islands of Andaman and Nicobar and the upper parts of Assam and Tamil Nadu coast. You can find the tropical evergreen forest which is available, and this forest receives around 200 centimeters of rainfall, which is being considered as the highest rainfall received in these areas. And these areas will be having only very short of dry seasons. The trees which are grown in these areas will be about 60 meters height. So they will grow taller and their height will be about 60 meters. Okay, and every plants which will be very specific, very different in its growth, and these regions, in whether it is warm or a wet, whatever it is the year is, can find the growth of trees continuously happens over here. And this area, this vegetation is even known as the luxurious vegetation because you can find all types of things that will be grown in this tropical evergreen forest. That is, you can find trees, you can find shrubs, you can find herbs, you can find creepers, you can find climbers, all the things which will be grown. And as you can find all the types of species that is present over here, it has been benefiting the peoples, like all will not shed their leaves in a single day, right? So what happens? There might be a different tree, like a neem tree will be there, which will be shedding their leaves during the summer. And you can find even another tree like a palm tree or something like that, which will be shedding their leaves the next month. So what happens when it is shedding the leaves? This tree will start growing its own leaves. So you can find these area, that is the tropical evergreen forest, remains evergreen throughout the year. We can find it will be green. Okay, that is why it is called as tropical evergreen forest. Okay, have you understood what is the reason why it is called as tropical evergreen forest? And it is being structured in such a way that it is having multi-layered structure of trees. So these trees, they are not definite time. So they don't have any definite time for the trees to shed their leaves. As I told you, they don't have any specified time for shedding their leaves. So what happens now? These forests appears like an green, evergreen. Okay, it will be greenish throughout the year. So that is why it is called as evergreen forest. This might be asked for one more question. So next, we'll see the important crops or important trees and animal species. So you see, important trees that are grown here is ebony. Then you can find the rosewood, mahogany, rubber and King Kong, or the trees which have been grown in these areas. Then you can find the common animals that are prevailing here is lemura, deer, monkey or one-horned rhinoceros. All these have been found in the jungles. And you can find this one-horned rhinoceros particularly in Assam and in West Bengal. So beside this, they say there are other animal species which are also existing, like scorpio. You can find the bats, birds are also found in this area. Then about the tropical deciduous forest. So this tropical dry deciduous forest is the most widespread forest actually. So this forest has been called as even a monsoon forest, and it spreads over the regions which receives around rainfall of 200 to 700 centimeter of rainfall. So it is an area where you can find around 200 to 70 centimeter of rainfall will be receiving in these areas. So the trees that are grown here is the forest stripe sheds, and their leaves are being found 6 to 8 weeks of dry season. So the trees in these area, so deciduous forest will shed their leaves 3 to means 6 months to 8 months of duration will be taken by them to shed their leaves and start growing of the new leaves. So that is the thing. On the basis of the availability of water to that area, so the forest been divided into two, that is the dry deciduous forest and moist deciduous forest. So by the name itself you can understand, dry deciduous forest means very less of water will be available in that area. So moisture deciduous forest means you can find lot of rainfall will be available in that area. So first we will see about the form that has been found in this area is it will be receiving high rainfall, moisture deciduous. 200 to 100 centimeter of rainfall will be received by the moist deciduous forest. Okay, so it will be the forest which will be existing mostly in the eastern part of our country and the northeastern states. Okay, in the foothills of the Himalayas, Jharkhand, West Orissa, Chhattisgarh and the eastern slopes and the western Ghats, you can find the moist deciduous forest which is being found. And you can find teak is the most dominant tree which is being found in these areas. Along with that, you can also find bamboo, sile, shillam, sandalwood, kari, kushum, angru, mulberry. All these are being the trees which are grown for the commercial purpose, selling purpose they are utilizing. Then about the dry deciduous. So this dry deciduous forest will be receiving 100 to 70 centimeter of rainfall, and these areas, these has been found in the repeat parts of the peninsular plateaus, the plains of Bihar, Uttar Pradesh. There are open structures like teak, sile, peel, neems are being grown in these areas. A large part of these regions are being cleared for the purpose of overgrazing in this particular areas. Overgrazing and cultivation is being done in these areas. So the common animals that can be found in the dry deciduous forest are lion, tiger, deer, elephants, and huge varieties of animal species, bird species are there, that is the lizards, snake are also found in these areas, like tortoise also. Birds are also found in these areas. So this is what is about the tropical deciduous forest, and we have seen about the tropical evergreen forest and tropical deciduous forest. So next class we will continue the tropical thorny forest and shrubs. Okay, my dear students. Okay, thank you.